Welcome to Shouldn't Laugh, but on today's episode, we are talking about the only thing everyone's talking about, Beckham Peltz stories exposing his family. What we're getting from here is she is into incest and hates dogs.
Yep.
And they're the two worst things to be in this world.
That needs to be called out.
It's a bit strong.
How could we not talk about that? And we're also talking internet trends.
2016 to 2026, no one cares.
Why is everyone posting photos from 10 years ago?
I don't know. I'm starting to think some AI conspiracy where they just want old pictures of you.
That is juicy.
You look so lovely. I feel like we start everything with just how great you look. The skirt, everything.
I love your hair. It looks wicked.
Oh, thanks.
We're dressed up. Dressed up for the. It's an exciting product.
We've got an exciting product. What are you drinking?
Little flatty W. Little flat white.
Right. Guess what I've got?
Black Americano.
Well, yeah. I've got a black Americano, but I've also got hot tea.
Oh, I just have to say that this is a blessing.
I know it's awful, but it is a blessing. We love anything where the whole internet stops.
Everyone stops. Everyone's divided. The nation is divided.
The nation is divided, but the nation is titillated by one thing and one thing only. 5 stories on Beckham Peltz. I feel like we've got to restart the pod. Bottom line is, there's no one else. That nobody's talking about anything else other than the pinprick in the Beckham branding bubble, which is Beckham Peltz's stories, possibly penned by his wife, because the boy can barely burn toast. But we're getting into it. Welcome to Shouldn't Laugh, but
I feel like this is a news bulletin. Normally we're like, welcome! No, it's too serious. We're like news just in.
Right, listen.
Yep.
The tea is, if you don't know the tea, for about a year, there's been internet sleuth rumblings that all is not well between Brooklyn and his very rich wife, Nicola Peltz, of a billionaire-esque New York family, right? And because they're not at events, usually it's this big united front with all 4 kids. They're not at events. They're not posting. They're not commenting on happy birthday. Well, then it's become very recently that they're actually not following each other. And did he unfollow or was he blocked? Cruz Beckham, his brother, stepped in to say, actually, we haven't unfollowed anyone. He's blocked us. Then there was a cease and desist legal letter that was made public knowledge. There's rumblings whether it all started at the wedding in 2021. They renewed their vows last year, didn't invite the Beckhams. So there's beef.
Family feud.
Family
times a million.
Feud. No one said anything. Everyone's guessing. And now it has blown up with the hottest expose stories. And everyone's like, oh, I knew it all along. Yeah. Or, oh my God, his wife has made him do this. It's our royal family dissolve all over again. So strap in. We're laughing at it. One of the big rumours was Victoria Beckham maybe getting involved in the first dance, but not quite that. Mark Anthony off of J-Lo. You know, Mark Anthony off of J-Lo's marriages.
What was he famous for before J-Lo?
Being Mark Anthony off of J-Lo's marriages, yeah? He's a Latino singer. But even that, it's like Mark Anthony did the first dance. I'm like, mate, my friend got Omar to do sing the first dance. And we're from Essex. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing like this.
It's pretty big though.
Yeah. Oh, that was unreal. Yeah. Unreal scenes, right? So, Mark Anthony, apparently, this is the rumour, which we've kind of fed on, is that he announced, well, we've said it on the pod, he announced Victoria Beckham as the most beautiful woman in the room. No one wants that on their wedding day. No one.
No.
But he's married into a New York billionaire family. So top trumps, really. The boy done good.
Yeah.
Can he photograph? No. Can he cook? He's getting there. Do you know what I mean? Could he play football? Not quite. He's found his way in the world and pulled a hottie.
Yeah,
Let's face it. He's pulled a hottie.
Gorgeous, yeah.
He's punching. Yeah. He's punching financially. All of it.
All of it.
He's living his best life in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah? Fair play to him. But once you've done that,
then what is there?
You've got the clout of that family, and then all of a sudden there's silence, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Dynamics shift once you get married. You know, you might feel it now with him indoors. You and him indoors have a way of doing things. You and him indoors go back to Gigi and Tim's. And
Bubble.
You got your own little bubble.
Little bubble, little Peltz bubble.
Little Peltz Beckham bubble.
Beckham Butcher Peltz bubble.
Beckham Butcher Peltz bubble. They've got dogs. It's all going on, right? Now, the rumours have got intensified by a few things recently. Numero uno, blocking now.
Yes.
Everyone has noticed. He doesn't follow his brothers or his mum and dad. Still loves Nanny Sandra.
Oh.
Gotta love Nanny Sandra.
Gotta love Nanny Sandra.
God boy, he respects Nanny Sandra.
Nanny Sand. Is Nanny Sandra David's mum?
Yeah, Nanny Sandra's David's
Nanny
mum.
Sandra, yeah. She came in, she stole the show in the documentary, didn't she?
She stole the show in the documentary.
Came in a whirlwind. It was odd.
Oh, I've now questioned whether Nanny Sandra is... No, Nanny Sandra is definitely it. Yeah. Oh, it's all go. Right.
Ooh.
Next thing you know, it all comes out the other week. Cease and desist. Legal papers. Very LA. We don't do that in England. We just slag each other off at weddings and christenings.
Yeah. Just write a complaints email.
Yeah, write a complaints email. Or just give them one of your looks.
That's as far as it's gonna go. But Americans sue everyone for everything.
Basically, because on David's 50th, or was it his knighthood, both recent events, he posted a picture of him and baby Beckham, baby Brooklyn. Now, I think that's a very manipulative tactic. It's a bit like, I'm your dad. Maybe not manipulative like, but I'm your dad, look. And he was basically, he sent a cease and desist, a legal letter to say, don't mention me. You don't need to be on my Instagram. You don't need to be posting about me. Drop me out, right? Because we've talked about it in the pod, and I do talk about Brooklyn Beckham a lot because I find him fascinating. It's the ultimate Nepo baby. Yeah. We can't lie, right? Mm-hmm. I did not know about it till my DMs blew up. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, have you, what? And I'm going, now, me and you, like every wise woman in the whole wide world that has seen a messiness on social media, did the right thing. Straight to the stories, screenshot. I got RSI, screenshot.
Guys, check it, and it was almost like a competition to see who could put it in the group first. Yeah. Tell you who told me, Charlotte Birch of Wizard in the Sheets fame. Straight on
Wizard
it.
In the Sheets.
She's Wizard in the Sheets, Wizards on Instagram, Wizard on socials.
But it is, I just got the kids to bed. It was like 8:30. Everyone's like, go! It was a stampede to these stories.
Stampede.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How many times have you read those stories?
Quite a lot.
Because
we dissected them. So first it was like read. Then you're going back and you're pausing the story so you could go through line by line.
By line.
Went through it. Then I was like to Imanzor, stop what you're doing. Read this. He's also fascinated. We're all fascinated.
What's his take on it, I wonder?
His take on it is, all right, if your parents have been shit, but do you have to go into that much detail? Equally, sorry, I'm jumping ahead here, but I was going to say, if me and Imanzor were really famous,
or like podcast millionaires,
you're famous. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, but I'm not Beckham's, am I?
But if you stopped speaking to someone else really famous, and everyone was blaming me, I'd be like, can you have a word? Can you just say something? You know? But maybe not too much detail. Just, sprinkling of, by the way. But then how do you even do that? How do you even do that without going into the weeds? Because anything you say is going to get dissected. We were doing it last night.
We were.
What's your Imanzor's take on it?
My Imanzor's is a ginger builder. My Imanzor's, if I tried to talk about this to Imanzor's, the way he would look at me was like, mate, we got bills to pay. What? Who are you? He wouldn't even. Who are you talking? He wouldn't even. There's some people that are not chronically online.
Yeah.
And that is him. He's so not immersed in pop culture. I think that would hit his limit because I love trash telly. Yeah. I want Towie. I want Made in Chelsea. He draws the line at Real Housewives of everywhere.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand that I will give so much of my emotional energy and brain to stuff that doesn't directly impact us, and that is
it impacts us all.
It impacts us all. Ali.
Sorry.
You are an animal. You're disgusting.
To be fair, I went to message my sister-in-law this morning about it, and I was going to say, what do you and my brother think? And same thing. He's a plasterer, and literally, if you say something like to him, he's like,
yeah.
You're not going to ask me about my new kitchen that I've just fitted in.
100%. At best, they'll talk about that sort of last-minute qualifier against
Sally.
Greece in 2000. That's all they've got. Or
yeah, he was good in Man U.
yeah, or he got sent off in '98. Like what? Like he ruined our World Cup campaign. Like meant that that's the beginning and end of anyone's. Like
yeah, they don't get involved.
I think deep down there's a lot of alpha males that still kind of regret wearing sarongs.
Yeah.
Because Bex did it. Do you know what I mean? And hairbands.
Although Grealish has brought it back a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's coming. Yeah.
I think they're trying to distance themselves from old Bex because of that, right? Actually, tell a lie. Alistair, my husband, he does like in the Beckham documentary, he basically wants his house. He wants that.
Yes.
He loves that side of things, that aesthetic.
That's funny, because that's what my in-law took for me. He was just like, look at their gaff. That was the main thing.
And that's why they've got us out here trying to be podcast millionaires to get in the gaff.
Exactly. Well, what's your take on this? So we've jumped ahead.
Oh,
so
we've jumped because
it's too exciting. I can't give the details about getting...
Do you know what it is? There's always rumblings. We've just come out of Christmas. There's always rumblings with family dynamics. Everyone's got them. But what Brooklyn has done has stood up at Christmas Day and gone, all right, he's like a drunk aunt that's gone, I will tell you about yourselves, right?
Yeah.
What I think is there's probably the problem is the validity things in there is like that everything's for show. The idea that absolutely everything they've done is for show, and if the cameras ain't there, they're not supportive, they're not this, they're not there for you, right? So that's number one thing. He's tried to puncture the whole Brooklyn brand, the whole Beckham brand, right? The whole Beckham brand, but the whole Beckham brand is why they're worth hundreds of millions of pounds. Yes. And sorry, Brooklyn, which is why you've got a career. And why you've pulled a hottie like Nicola Peltz. Yeah. Like you've married into billionaire status. So you have benefited from the brand.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of... But equally, he's in his 20s. He's a young man. He's trying to establish himself in a marriage. I worry that she's penned this. And the reason I worry that she's penned it is because you know when you start going at your husband to go, and another thing, you start you start bringing up shit that don't count. So it's like, and... The one time my wife asked her to help out with a fundraiser for missing LA dogs in the fire, she weren't there for her.
She didn't help.
She didn't. It was like, read the room. Victoria Beckham ain't going to do that. Victoria Beckham wouldn't do a post on a story if they were raising money for Mel B missing in the LA fires.
Unless Mel B was wearing Victoria Beckham branded lip gloss. Exactly. Then she'd be like, guys.
She's there for it. She's distanced herself so hard from her brand, the Spice Girls. Mel B in the documentary said, don't forget where you come from. She's like, I'll never. Bitch, you have. And actually, if you're watching this, Victoria, why would you be? But the whole Beckham brand, literally, I'm talking to you directly here. This is a direct appeal. I'm telling you now, Victoria, there is only one way on this earth. David, you should be listening to Sir David. Sir David, you listen to, right? There is only one way on this earth you will ever come back from this PR disaster. 3 words. Spice Girls reunion. It'll eclipse it all. Yeah. And I want you there. Yeah. I don't want 4 of them.
All 5.
I want all 5.
All 5.
And that is the only way you're going to get past this.
And we won't take an ABBA Voyage style.
No, I don't want no ABBA Voyage. I don't want a simulation.
No, we don't want a simulation. We want actual people there.
Yeah.
All of you.
I want you all there, shaking it to the left.
Yep. And I also want her and Jerry Halliwell giving each other dirty looks.
Yeah.
Like, this is the only way. This is a little bit like Trump, Greenland, Epstein, right?
Oh, wow. If you can make this comparison.
So I threw that out there with no context, but listen. Trump is using Greenland as a little Epstein cover-up. He's used many things as an Epstein cover-up. So this is not the same level, but what I'm saying is Victoria can use the reunion as her cover-up. Yeah. So she can, like, divert the attention, you see? Oh.
I need to clarify if I totally get what you're saying, because you're a genius.
Yeah.
In this analogy, Brooklyn Beckham Peltz stories are the Epstein files.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
Victoria Beckham is Trump.
You're on the money.
And a Spice Girls reunion is Greenland.
Yeah.
We've sorted this.
When I said it, you were like, whoa. Now you're on board.
I get it.
You get it. It's like, it's the direct comparison.
The other accusation, mate, he is now talking, he's like, when Mark Anthony, off of J-Lo's marriage... Off of J-Lo's ex-marriages, right? Mark Anthony off of J-Lo's ex-marriages announced the first dance. she got up and he's like, and she danced with me. And I've never been, like, inappropriately. So basically, what we're getting from here is she is into incest and hates dogs.
Yep.
And they're the two worst things to be in this world.
That needs to be called out.
It's a bit strong. I've never felt more humiliated or violated in my life. Like, he's acting like, oh, but it's like, we get it. She's had a wine.
She's had a wine. She's all me. We saw it in the dock when she was dancing with Harper. It's in plain sight. If she was dancing with Harper, making it all about herself. She's Victoria Beckham. Of course she's going to make it about herself.
I mean, I'd make it all about myself. Oh, other thing, making it all about myself. Now, there's always this politics at weddings, the top table.
Oh, yeah.
He had the nans on the top table.
Yeah.
And he said, equally adjacent were my parents. Apparently, she called him evil. Now, I know something about Victoria Beckham because I love her. I loved her in 2000 when people were being horrible. Yeah. I loved her in 98. I've done deep cuts. I've been with them the whole time. I'm with you, Sir Beckham. Yeah. Right, but she's funny. Everyone says she's funny. She's got a sense of humour. Yeah. I could imagine that being something like, oh, but that's just evil. Yeah. Like, her first boy's getting married, man.
Right, yeah, taking it. Yeah. See, I'm just comparing it to, like, my experiences.
You must. And that's what you should do.
Yeah, that's always. But I don't know if say if you had, like, a first dance planned.
Yeah.
And then your mum steamed on and started being like, shake it, move it, make it, blah, 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 who do you think you are?
Banger. That'd fill the dance floor there. You mad? I want to go to that wedding. Spice Girls reunion.
Yeah, but poor Nicola, she's just on the corner like, whoa. This is not about you.
Listen, they got married young. They're like in their early 20s. They're kids.
That is prime when you want to make it all about you.
Of course.
So oh yeah,
it's messy.
It's
messy. Like, she ate blood. I just don't. Some things are just like, really? Did they say that?
Well.
And the other thing, I was talking about the first dance. Do you know what my mum did during my first dance at a wedding?
What?
Took her dog for a walk.
Yeah. She weren't making it all about herself.
No,
she was on the other. She was like, oh, I can't possibly.
Couldn't possibly.
She made it the other.
Do you know what? My mum stood up at my wedding to give the speech, and she said, right, my dad died when I was little. She went, my mum's the opposite, making it about herself. She went, I wish Laura's father was here today, because then I wouldn't have to give the speech. She's the opposite.
Is brilliant.
But Beckham's made it about himself before. When old Brooklyn was just coming up and getting a little bit of an Instagram profile, I think he gave a shout out when he'd hit 1 million followers, yeah. And he proper did that like sweet boy thing. He was like, yeah, like just shout out. I'd like to thank you all for like my 1 million followers. In the background, David Beckham goes, I've got 5 million.
So it's my mum's birthday today. Okay, I just reached 1 million followers. I've got 52. Oh.
And that's fine. It could be bants, but Brooklyn's face just
dropped. Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Can you imagine?
It's hard enough, right? It's hard enough establishing yourself away from your family. They are a monster brand. Yeah. I don't want to be accused of like, I don't know.
It's a tough one because also I think Brooklyn couldn't win because everyone was like, well, what's happened then? What's happened? Brooklyn was like, oh, I'm just going to say what's happened. Everyone's like, nah, that didn't fucking happen. It's like, what do you want from him? What do you want from all of them?
But also let it rumble. They're saying they don't want to manage PR. They don't want it to be about manipulation. They don't want all this stuff. Just don't release a statement. I just it gave me the energy of something I would do when I'm like, yeah, you tell him, like to my husband about something. Yeah, you tell him. And my husband's like, oh, here we go. Because, you have to have a quiet life. So he has to keep her happy. Oh, I don't know, man.
But then there's also the narrative, which I read in Grazia. And yes, I do buy Grazia when I'm not boarding a plane.
School. Oh, that's because you're not on Instagram all the time like me.
And I read that there was this narrative of like, stop blaming it. This is literally last week. Stop blaming it on the wife. So I don't know. Who can say? We can say.
We can say, we're the authority.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, I don't know. I'm just thinking if me and Imogen all got married and my mum designed me a dress and then decided that she wouldn't actually do it, like the day before.
But apparently there was something where the ateliers, where it hadn't been... Anyone that's watched the Victoria Beckham knows she weren't really running her business that well back in 2021.
What, when she had the chimney jacket?
Yeah, what's she gonna look like with a chimney around her? I mean, there was... But I think she's only just got it working.
Yeah, maybe she was a bit stressed. Oh, I'm really sorry.
We've all overpromised and underdelivered. It's like,
Guys.
with weeks she had to get a dress. She had to run to Debenhams. Gone.
She's rich. I mean... She probably could have got one made on the spot. Do you know what I mean? It's not like one of us getting married and then like, I don't know, something the panel rips out and you're like, oh fuck, and then you've got to go get one off the rack. Like she could have one.
She's done it. She's sorted it.
Is she a billionaire?
Oh yeah, they're billionaires. Like, she's all right. I mean, also, so then let's talk about that.
My mates were talking about this.
We're here with our little Oyster cards. We're here with our Oyster cards and our little Pret loyalty cards. Worrying about these fuckers.
Yeah,
like
that's what my
you're
mates
all
were
good.
saying.
You're all good. You know what? They're still rolling deep. They're rolling.
And yes, Victoria didn't support the homeless LA dog fire.
What a bitch.
What a bitch. But like, this is the point my mates were making. I woke up to so many messages. I woke up and I was like, whoa. But like they were saying, cost of living crisis, and this is what's popping off. And they were like, we feel sorry for him, but
we're good.
We're good.
We're good. And if they shut up, we wouldn't care. And they've also, I do think I know we're going to get accused of being old Karens for even bringing up the old Marks, right? The old Markles, right?
Yeah.
The old, I'm Windsor now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
there's a touch of
they've controlled the narrative, they've leaked stories press. Well, actually, I've only heard things that are negative about Victoria. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think actually what's happened is, they've tried to control the narrative and now they're dropping the bomb. Listen, boys don't write 5-story statements.
Oh, God, not about anything.
Not anything.
Not anything.
It's her, and another thing, and another thing, and another. But he does say he grew up with anxiety his whole life, which was touched on in the Beckham's documentary. You know, the press intrusion. That little boy has been in the spotlight his whole life.
Yeah.
And now let him be LA with his hot wife and dogs. Let him.
Yeah, exactly.
Go, enjoy yourself.
And maybe this is why, I can't imagine being like famous to that scale where everything is scrutinised, everything. And then, like maybe he did want to control the narrative. Maybe he was like, for once, and he's tried to keep quiet. Maybe it was just one of those things, like when you're at work and someone's sort of like chipping away. And one day you just fucking flip the desk and go, do you know what, Janet? Fuck you. Yeah. Like maybe it was that moment where he's tried to sort of like not say anything. And then he's just, like you said, he's got Canastella. Yeah. She's in his ear. Yeah. Come on, you got to say something.
One of their kids has been at my gigs before. They're all right. They're nice. Everyone says they're nice. I don't tell you. I was at White City. I was hosting at White City.
Oh, yes.
But
you did, yeah.
I kind of get a good vibe off the kids. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that Brooklyn is going through it, but it's all going on. The big prediction. Oh wait, well before I get to the big prediction, have you seen Lily Allen's stories?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Lily Allen's posted a picture of Brooklyn's face on her puffer coat spotty album, right? Which is just genius. Iconic. Yeah. Because it is exactly that. It's the same Lily Allen thing. It's TTT, it's Cardi B. It's what I want is I genuinely don't think the Beckham house, the PR team, are going to release any statement, but I would just love to see Victoria just write just a little something, basically like snakes everywhere. From now on, it's just me and the kids. That's what I want.
Like just one of those passive aggressive memes. Yeah.
DM me, hun.
You don't know someone till you know someone.
Yeah. Well. And usually on Facebook, when it's that, it's just basically you mean your mum won't have the kids for the weekend, so you can go out and get on it. So it's like snakes everywhere. From now on, it's just me and the kids. I want that sort of hun level energy. Drama.
She's not going to give that energy.
She ain't going to give nothing. She'll put her leg in the
air.
Yeah,
she'll put her leg in the air. She'll release a new lipstick. Like she'll do something. They won't. They're not going to say nothing, are they? But also, I do think in a way, it doesn't surprise me because, like, there's been things in the past, like Rebecca Lou's. There's been things in the past where they have been smoothed over. They are a brand. So, like, he basically told us everything we kind of know. Yeah. It's like, well, they are a brand. They are going to cover, like, they are going to try and you know, smooth things out and do stuff. You know, like he was saying about he went to LA for David's party, and then they were in the hotel room.
He flew to London for the 50th.
Sorry,
he says he was in the hotel room for a week. No one did anything
no one
for
saw
them,
and then
but then we're meant to be represented at the party. It's like, sometimes you can just spin things and another, you know what I mean? When you get that dossier of evidence together.
We were saying in the pod group this morning, like when you're having an argument and you're just trying to add fuel to that fire.
Yeah. and did you see the way she looked at me? Did you see the way she looked at me when I mentioned that?
And I asked her to bring a fucking side to dinner. Did she? Did she fuck? Do you remember that time? Do you remember that time they said they were coming and they didn't?
You start bringing those deep cuts and it's like, and that's it. It's called confirmation bias, isn't it? Once you decide to turn on someone, you're going to add all that fuel to the fire. Mm-hmm. I do wonder though sometimes, like the point is their brand has worked, like I've said it before, like, you know what I mean? Ryan Giggs' son ain't marrying a billionairess, is she? Is he? Do you know what I mean? Like
true.
The brand is everything and they have worked hard for it. And they have recovered from really being out of they've worked hard to protect it and turn it around. When they've had a lot of hate, they have had way more hate than Brooklyn ever has.
Yeah.
I think Brooklyn is seen as a bit of a joke figure. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the same way, maybe
a bit of a nepo baby.
Yeah.
Like, so now he's trying to like photography. I nearly said picturing.
And what was all that about the payout and the money and protecting his name?
I didn't get that.
I didn't get it.
We were trying to work that out.
I've read that a lot of times.
Yes, we were like, I was like, I read it as if he was meant to take the Peltz name and Nicola wasn't going to take the Beckham name. But I don't know if I've just made that up because it didn't make sense to me. I was like, what do you mean that, like, the deal? So were they saying that he needed to be a Peltz and she wasn't allowed to be a Beckham? Was that or like,
or before the payout or something, or a prenup?
Is their brand TM'd? Have they got like a little little copyright logo?
I'm gonna have to ask Sandra. I'm gonna have to ask Nanny Sandra.
I'm gonna have to ask her because
it's sad though, isn't it? It is sad when you bring all that into it.
The bottom line is like any family. This is what I mean about being so, you know, like families argue, families have like things going on, you know, but like if you're that level of fame where everyone knows your shit, I would crumble. You know me, I would crumble.
Oh mate, crumble. We can't handle little Instagram comments, mate.
Yeah, we can't handle someone being like, no, I don't agree with that.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I love it, Mick. It's all the drama.
It's all the drama, Mick. I just love it. I'm exhausted. I could talk about this all day.
I think, but you know what? All the DM slides like pod deep dive. Like we've had to deal with it.
No, and it's been, and also like you said, the bias. You either really love them or you don't. So if you love them, you're like, nah, Brooklyn, nah, it's a load of old shit, blah, blah. But if you don't like them, you're like, yeah, go on, Brooklyn. It's just so bad.
Speaking of which, I had to go on Victoria's page. I had to go on David's page. People commenting. I'm like, oh, come on, grow up. A grown men commenting, going, oh.
What, Dave from Sutton?
Yeah, like, still with you. And then, women going, I suspected this. Oh my God. It's absolutely unbelievable. Before we get into anything else, I think I need to catch up with something because there's a couple of trends I want to talk about. Oh, yeah. We'll probably end up talking about this, but I think we need to talk about a few more internet trends that are...
Oh, yes. What's coming up next?
Coming up next.
That was exhausting.
That was exhausting. How have you been? I do care, really.
I've been great. I don't know what I said. I'm too excited about the goss, the hot tea. How have you been? What have you been up to?
All right. I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
All I want to do is look at my phone to see if there's been a response.
Yeah, but there won't be, will there?
Do you know what? We had such plans to talk about things today. One of the things I know we've both been doing, there's a trend, right? I want to talk about him indoors. The fact that he would never comment on this, doesn't care about this, or he'll never know there's a trend going on, right? Yeah. So this weekend, right, we had a really nice weekend. I did a charity gig at a local church. Yeah, because that's who I am. I would raise money for LA wildfire dogs.
You would.
That's
You'd
what I'm like.
LA wildfire cats. Any animal.
I asked Jen Brister, oh my God, great speaking, and Harry Hill to do it. And they both suggest Harry Hill was in my local area he absolutely tore the roof off the church.
Hilarious.
Right?
They're both hilarious.
Even while they arrived, I couldn't believe they were there. It was such a fun event. Ali did all the sound. He was amazing. But something happened where we both dared each other to do it, didn't we, Carms? Where there's a trend where women are just calling their husbands big dog to see how they respond.
I did it last night.
Tell me what happened.
No, you tell me what happened. Okay, so because he is so Ali is like the coolest dude ever.
So I thought he's either going to look at me like I just shat on the floor, or he'll just roll with it because I come out with so much crap anyway. Because he's on the tools and that and does building work, he's basically, he does a few things. He's a musician, but like he does building work. And so he's ummed and ahed about how seriously to take his building film because it's doing well, right? So he's like, I actually just need a van. Like, I'm doing little jobs and I get big deliveries. The way that I can run this and be more efficient is to, and it's one of them things of like, and you know how men have to do a big preamble if they have a night out? I just go, I'm going out. I booked a holiday. He's you like, he was.
Oh, just so you know, so-and-so's leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long run up, isn't it?
It's a long run up.
And I felt that with the van. And so I couldn't help myself. I went, if that's what you got to do, big dog, I back it.
Oh, see, that's natural.
Yeah, it was natural.
Oh, you could go on.
And he had a flicker where he was like, well, actually, could be big dog. I saw the flicker, but also he was like, but he high-fived me because he was like, all right, sweet, she agrees on the van sort of thing. So I was like, I'm going to van. Yeah, van, good. Stop using the family car. But then I've dropped it a few times. But because he's just like that, it's been this sort of thing where I feel like I've got to keep drip feeding it where he ends up releasing a statement. The rumours are true. I've kept my quiet long enough, but my wife has started calling me big dog. Yeah. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, and
so it's making me laugh that he's being polite the whole time. He's like,
I like this. So we were talking about it last night, and I was like, no, I need to do it. But the thing is, you're so good at like, because you're like a
professional idiot. No, I'm a professional idiot.
Yeah. And also like, it wouldn't, if you turned around to me and was like, yeah, see you later, big dog, I'd be like, yeah, fair. Because like, it would come out naturally in you. But for me, you know me, I'm a fucking beaker. So last night we're on the sofa.
I would pay money to have watched you dropping it with your stupid beaker face.
I videoed it, and it is so, I like, I have to share
I wish I
the
videoed
video
it.
because I literally went like this. And I just wasn't. I like turned my camera on and I went, I think I'm going to go to bed now, big dog. And then like me, and I was just like filming him, and like he just sat there and he was like, what does that mean? He went, what did you say? I might go to bed in a minute, big dog.
What? What does that mean?
And then I start crying with laughter. I start crying with laughter and he's like you know, like when Joey's acting and he's like
That's the thing is, I think it shows that I'm just the fucking boss in the phone, and he's just like rolling with it.
And he's like, cool.
Guess we're all saying big dog.
Yeah,
Ali's so nice, he'll probably call me big dog, and I'll be like, you piece of shit. And your mum thinks I'm the problem. That's nice, isn't it?
But him and Tor went, fuck's sake. Then I started crying with laughter and he's like, what are you doing? Like, he just got really suspicious. And then I told him, I was like, oh, for the pod we were trying out this trend. And he went, mate, he was like, if you just come in, if you'd have come in and be like did it more natural, like, oh, cheers for making dinner, big dog, or something, like made it funny. He was like, I would have just like rolled with it. But it was just the fact that I'm proper beaking it. I was like, I'm going to bed now, big dog.
Who are you? What have you done? I don't care.
Crying.
Sam, you're in indoors, right? He don't miss a trick. He would take the piss all day long.
I've got to send you the video.
Oh, I love it.
I nearly sent it last night, but I was like, no, I'm saving it because obviously we were talking about it last night. I was like, I need to do it. I can't get away with it. You're so cool and funny.
I'm not cool. The way I dropped it, and now I'm saying it enough times where, you know, when it's like, if someone's just humming, you know, like you know that prank you can do on your teacher when you're humming and they. Did I hear it? You know what I mean? It's like, if you, you know, it's like, but I'm going to keep, for Ali, it's going to be drip free. And he's like, he'll take a minute and then he'll go, what the fuck are you calling me big dog? What the fuck are you doing?
It's going to be like this pet name now. And he's probably thinking, I need to start. Yeah.
I think he's feeling it a little bit.
Yeah, does he like it?
You know, yeah, I'll give him so little respect. Do you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine Victoria calling, I can't get off it. Victoria Dad, I call him big dog. Gold.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah, no. Big dog,
Brooklyn
golden
releases
balls.
a statement. I'm too embarrassed that my mum calls Dad big dog. That's what we fall
I've
out.
suffered in silence long
You
enough.
imagine Gigi calling Tim.
No, but she would, you big dog. She would just call him a dog and then make him sleep outside. You big dog, Tim. Eat with knife and fork.
You swallow like a dog.
I would. I mean, Gigi worked pretty hard to make your sister's wedding about herself, but everyone's just like, that's Gigi.
To be fair, at my sister's wedding, when I was talking about a story about my mum's speech, she was like, no, I did not do that. But she had a little twinkle in her eye.
Of course, she loved it.
At my brother's wedding, she had a dress change. And everyone, so she had a day dress and then she changed into a sparkly bodycon number. And everyone was like, go on, Zhuzh. We were
I love it. What was your sister-in-law like? Was she just like...
Oh, she loved it.
Oh,
She
yeah,
loved it.
that's
This
what
is
I
the thing.
mean.
This is the thing. We're in our beefer. It called for a dress change, if anything.
A bodycon, sparkly bodycon.
Exactly. I was embarrassed that I didn't have one.
But didn't you say the other day, when we talked about your mother-in-law on the pod and how she loves Harry Styles, didn't you say she's like, ain't had a mention for a while?
She ain't. Yeah, she did say that. And I forgot about the mother-in-law. We've just had so much to talk about because I was like, have you got any good stories that we can talk about in the pod? Because I was like, she must do. She's a hoot.
Yeah,
she is a hoot. And she
dog.
did not disappoint. She's a big dog. She's a big dog. She did not disappoint. She was like, yeah, you can talk about this on the pod. So she was saying when her son was like a year old, her mother-in-law invited them to a golf club and was like, no denim, absolutely no denim. That includes Max, who was one at the time. And Joe, my mother-in-law, said she turned up and had put Max in denim dungarees. She said she just was like, I'm what?
That is such a shit story.
I liked it.
I can't believe how basic that is.
I thought it was a great story.
I've got an absolute game changer here. Golf club. Said no denim, put him in denim dungarees. Mic drop.
I thought it was a mic
She's
drop.
a hoot. Absolute hoot. She had the Oshkosh Bagosh dungarees on. Put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
Put that in your golf club and smoke it.
Yeah.
I like that story.
I like it. But if your mother-in-law wants to be on the pod again,
she needs
try harder.
She needs. She's got loads.
I want a lap dance.
She's got.
I mean, I'll do. But
Yeah.
I want her
to do
a lap dance.
A lap dance at her son's wedding.
Yeah, her son's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
coming
could
up.
love it.
That's coming up. So maybe I'll tell her to do that.
Oh,
when it's
look,
their
I
first...
went like it was yours. I'm an idiot.
No, her other son. But yeah. He is engaged. They're getting married in 2027. So
Nice.
might try and push that.
Oh, drama.
I'm going to control the narrative.
armor.
So we've got pod content.
Control the narrative. Obviously, the Beckham stuff eclipses all of that.
There's this narrative in media. Maybe it is media that what is it now? Gen Zs. Are they Gen Zs?
Yeah.
Young people.
Yeah.
Are boring and they don't go out. All they do is like sit at home and do admin together, right? But I don't know if that's true. Because shout out to my 18-year-old niece.
Go on. Legend.
She's at the Weatherspoons. She's going out. She's having a bottle of oh my God, what is that? Oh God.
Whispering Angel.
She's having a bottle of Tower Hill. That's it. Tower Hill.
Good girl.
Before she's going out. So I don't know if the media is just trying to spin something else to also say that young people, or that we're comparing our youth with an F with theirs, and it's not actually spot on.
But you know what it is? I've got a lot of sisters, right? And I cannot sort clothes or do anything or cook without one of my sisters there.
Yeah.
And I don't mean and I don't want them to do anything.
You just want them
I just want them to bear witness to my life.
Mm-hmm.
So in ADHD they call it body doubling. This idea that you just need someone there, because otherwise it's just faff.
Yeah.
It's such a lonely old trod for only sorting the floor drobe and the chair drobe and deciding to throw things away. And we and my sisters have a phrase where we go, because we don't want to diss each other's clothes. You know, if your sister goes, nah, chuck that. And you go, I love this. I bought it for your 19th or whatever. Or I wore that for your 30th. I wore that for your 30th. I love this. But they go, we have a phrase where we go, no, but it's had its day in the sun. Meaning it was good back in the day.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of it. So we need a bit of that. And I need it in the kitchen. So I do get, sometimes you're like, oh, admin notes. just sit with me. I'm kind of with it. It's kind of wholesome.
Yeah.
Another wholesome thing, right? Because I want to talk about a couple of trends. Did you see this girl, right? She basically said, for 2026, I'm going to have 360. I'm going to get 365 buttons to represent each day. And she's like made this grand statement. Everyone's like, yeah, but what are you going to do with the buttons? What are you actually going to do with the buttons? Why do you need buttons? And then she said this beautiful phrase, which is like, hey, in the end, she goes, hey, so it actually only has to make sense to me for me to do it. And I don't feel like explaining it to anyone else.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Yeah, you go,
Mic
girl.
Drop.
Yeah, you go, girl. No one else has to like explain why they're putting photos of themselves up from 2016. Do you know what I mean?
Now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into it.
Little segue.
What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't even know this was a thing. Obviously, I'm shit on social
That's because you're still buying Grazia.
Yeah. Still buy newspapers like that for my news. But no, if I dip my toe in the old social media, why is everyone posting photos from 10 years ago?
I don't know. I'm starting to think some AI conspiracy where they just want old pictures of you.
Oh, that is juicy.
That's juicy. I don't know, but I had to like. I didn't care what you look like. I don't care what you look like now.
Yeah,
10 years ago.
Also,
it's basically like, look at my waistline.
Yeah.
Look at my face.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, photos from 2016. Yeah, like, oh, God. Oh.
The only people I respect, right, that are doing it is people that look rougher.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Yeah.
Susie Ruffle, a comedian, was just like, yeah, look, like, it was her fault. So she's like, she threw it back to when she was really young, and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's quite funny.
Yeah.
What has scared me about this trend is when people are basically like, they were in school. They were basically at uni, and I'm like, I can't cope with how young people are.
I know.
I couldn't find a picture in 2016.
When they're born in like 2003, you're like, what the fuck?
Born in 2003. They're adults. There's people that work.
I know.
That were born in 2000.
Oh, mate, it's like a bit of a head fuck. Or when people say like Friends is 30 years old or something ridiculous.
I know.
It doesn't feel like that.
Sopranos, 30 years old.
God's sake. But yeah, the 2016 trend,
Oh, it's just that everyone jumps on it. Everyone just mindlessly jumps on it.
Yeah, and it's like, but who started that trend? Who was it? Why is no one doing the button trend?
I want the button trend. But like everything, it only has to make sense to me, and I don't feel like explaining myself. That's the energy I want in 2026. I'm not even like feeling 2026 yet. I feel like it's going to let me know when it's ready for me.
Yeah, it's gone a bit quick, isn't it?
It's gone a bit quick.
It's gone a bit quick. We're still trying to ease into the year, and all this stuff's happening. Oh my God,
can't keep up.
I can't keep up.
I have to release a statement. The rumours are true. 2026.
Brooklyn should have put that out when everyone was like, "What are you doing, Brooklyn?" He should have put up that post that girl did.
Yeah. I want that statement to me. I want either David or Victoria to be like, "Hey, I actually don't feel like explaining myself. It only has to make sense to me how I control my kids."
Mic drop.
Oh
my goodness.
Tell you what, 2016, Brooklyn
covered.
was still being bankrolled by the brand that he hates. Oh, I don't know. I can't keep up. This has been Shouldn't Laugh, but the tea is hot. It's piping hot.
I mean, this has been a little bit of a veer away from my usual. What is our Shouldn't Laugh but take on this whole ep?
Shouldn't Laugh but, I don't give a shit really. I just love it. Shouldn't Laugh but we need a Spice Girls reunion. Shouldn't Laugh but stop commenting on David and Victoria's. I'm with you, Dave. No one gives a shit. They're multi-millionaires. Oh, I love it. Right, listen, you can follow us on Global Player. This is a Global Player original podcast. All the stuff they want us to say.
Yeah.
Follow us on Spotify. Share.
Follow us on Instagram. I know I'm shit on social medias, but if I get a DM slide, I am on that shit.
Over it. Write to us at Laura and Carmen at global.com.
Follow us. Subscribe.
We love it.
We've just taught more hot goss. The more people that subscribe, the more hot tea we're going to spill.
Oh, so much tea.
Oh, so much tea.